Welcome back to our channel where we explore the fascinating world of television. Today we have an exciting topic to discuss, the top 10 vampire series. Vampires, werewolves, and witches have been a part of the fantasy world for several years, and these supernatural beings will continue to be a part of the film industry. Supernatural beings are mysterious, eerie, and horrifying, but they are magical creatures. Supernatural beings like vampires, werewolves, and witches continue to captivate audiences in the film industry, offering an escape from reality. So let's dive right into our countdown. At number 10, we have The Strain. This is a story of a vampire outbreak that brings first New York City, then the world to the brink of apocalypse. Plays more like a zombie story than a vampire one. And like The Walking Dead, the FX series created by Guillermo del Toro and Chuck Hogan is at its most captivating when it focuses on society's collapse and its effects on the core characters. It also features some truly terrifying vampires. Well, vampirish anyway.
They're all dead.
What is it, F?
At number 9, we have The Originals, a spin-off from the Vampire Diaries and set in New Orleans. The Originals centers on the Michelson siblings, otherwise known as the world's original vampires, Klaus, Elijah, and Rebecca. Now, Klaus must take down his protege, Marcel, who is now in charge of New Orleans, in order to retake his city as he originally built New Orleans. Klaus departed from the city after being chased down by his father Mikhail while it was being constructed, and Marcel took charge. As Klaus has returned after many years, his ego has provoked him to become the king of the city.
Some liquor-fueled one-night stand, no offense, sweetheart, means a thing to me.
Marcel may be able to keep us from practicing real magic in this town.
Moving on to number 8, we enter the world of The Preacher. Evan Goldberg, Seth Rogen, and Sam Coughlin deserve a lot of credit for taking the vampire tropes audiences remember well and giving them a novel feel, making Cassidy both incredibly charismatic and incredibly violent. Blood practically oozes out of the screen during his initial introduction, in which Cassidy lays waste to an entire private plane of religious fanatics. The show continued to mine his supernatural abilities in captivating and unsettling ways.
Preacher! Enough!
Almost done, Sheriff.
Coming in at number 7, we have True Blood. True Blood takes a bold and sultry approach to vampire mythology, delving into a world where vampires emerge from their coffins to live openly among humans. Set in the fictional town of Bontemps, Louisiana, this steamy and atmospheric series, based on Caroline Harris novels, explores themes of vampire politics, southern gothic charm, and passionate relationships. Audiences are invited to watch as the central character, Suki Stackhouse, portrayed by Anna Paquin, a telepathic waitress, becomes entangled in the supernatural world.
Do you think my legs are just gonna magically open for you?
Well, that was saucy. Must have been Fairy Suki talking. I like when she comes out.
And now, let's talk about number 6, What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows was created by no other than Taika Waititi. This documentary-style TV show looks into the daily lives of 4 vampires who've lived together for 100 years on Staten Island. The actors bring the humor and the conspiracy theories to life of different portrayals of vampires. The documentary addition to the show gives it a different vibe from other vampire shows, as it tells a humorous historical story.
If the only time you can hypnotize someone is when you have them do something they want to do, then it's not really hypnotism, is it?
Halfway through our list, we have at number 5, Angel. Angel's spin-off after leaving his true love Buffy behind in Sunnydale. He attempts to have a fresh start in Los Angeles, but as a vampire, this comes with challenge as he finds a whole other breed waiting on the dark side. He must join the forces of like-minded heroes to protect Los Angeles from the demon threats. This show was adapted from its original Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The show aired in 1999 and ended in 2004. Like most vampire shows, this show is also filled with fantasy, horror, and drama.
Can you fly?
Now let's talk about number 4, Penny Dreadful. Penny Dreadful is a horror television series that aired from 2014 to 2016. It is set in Victorian London and features characters from classic horror literature such as Dracula and Frankenstein. The show follows a group of individuals including explorer Sir Malcolm Murray, medium Vanessa Eves, and American sharpshooter Ethan Chandler as they uncover supernatural mysteries and battle dark forces. The show received critical acclaim for its performances, writing, and production design.
Spread them from here to the horizon, and I have walked further. You weak, foul, lustful, vainglorious man.
Are you still with me? Great, because at number 3 we have Being Human. A vampire, a werewolf, and a ghost become roommates. Wackiness ensues. Well, wackiness and the captivating narrative that embraces the obviously comedic elements of its premise while also centering the drama around character, not plot. There's good reason for grouping both versions of the series together. The original UK version begins with the stronger ensemble, but by the end of its run had completely changed over to a new cast of supernatural folks and suffered as a result. Meanwhile, the North American remake stretched out its narrative in different ways due to episode count, but was relatively consistent in quality for all 4 seasons.
Shaking, sweating. Get into character. Watch the door. I've got a job to do.
We're getting closer to the top spot. At number 2, The Vampire Diaries. The Vampire Diaries is a captivating story set in Mystic Falls, Virginia, where 2 vampire brothers, Stefan and Damon Salvatore, reunite after centuries of conflict. Stefan, known for his selflessness and bravery, finds himself drawn to Elena Gilbert, a high school girl, and they quickly develop a deep connection. However, Damon, the dangerously attractive and selfish vampire, seeks revenge on his brother by pursuing Elena. This thrilling tale explores love, loyalty, and the consequences of immortality in a world where vampires and humans coexist.
Is this the men's room?
Yes, I was just, it's a long story.
And now drum roll please. The number 1 vampire series that will blow your mind is none other than Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is where it all started. With the harmless and assuming life of Buffy Summers, a high school teenager by day and vampire hunter by night. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was the pioneering drama that fused an empowering young heroine with an apocalyptic supernatural setting. Sarah Michelle Gellar embodied the Slayer with natural ease. Her character was witty, vulnerable, and downright amazing. The fact that the show came on television when we were least expecting it was one of the reasons it was received so well.
And it's about to open. Don't turn your back on this.
And there you have it, folks. My top 10 vampire series that will leave you craving more vampire mayhem. From classics to modern sensations, there's something for every vampire enthusiast out there. So grab your favorite blood type or a cozy blanket and indulge in these epic tales. Which vampire series is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay thirsty, my friends.